Many people don't know that Venus actually means invisible. If you look up at the night sky today, you will find that it isn't there, and you will have to look tonight instead of today, because the stars are not actually visible during daylight hours. But when night does finally arrive, you might see one star earlier and brighter than all the others. This is not actually a star, but the planet Venus, the lodestar used for navigation by humanity for centuries. But this wasn't always so. For the longest time, the ancient Greeks did not know about the existence of Venus, and when they finally spotted it for the first time, it was invisible. The only man capable of seeing it at the time was a professional wrestler named Plato, trained by the legendary Socrates, an early steroids advocate. Unfortunately, he read on Face Scroll that hemlock was an all-natural steroid that could be used for rapid bulking without all the chemicals, leading to his untimely death. Plato was so saddened by the death of his teacher that he trained for 5 days and nights straight, bawling his eyes out, activating a recessive mutation that finally allowed him to see Venus. You see, the human eye perceives colors through cones within the eyeball, and for many generations a developmental defect had caused the yellow cones to degenerate. And of course, as everybody knows, Venus is yellow, so they were unable to see it. The clever viewer will note that the sun is also yellow, and thus the ancient Greeks should have been unable to see it too. But it turns out that this is remedied by atmospheric lensing, shifting the color of the sun up into the color white. But Venus simply doesn't shine bright enough for this effect to take place, and thus it remained hidden from human sight for many millennia. When Plato revealed his discovery to the king of Greece, he was so impressed that he had his intellectuals devise a form of military training called the tragedy, wherein a very sad play would be enacted to make the hardened men of Athens cry, so that it would activate their yellow cones. The first group to have this tested on them was the Navy, which promptly used their ability to see the lodestar to assert the naval dominance of Greece in the Mediterranean, creating the unified Greek Empire we know from the history books. However, one specific group of men in ancient Greece found themselves unable to activate their yellow cones because they were too tough to cry ever. They were considered useless by the king and cast out of Greece. They were forced to roam around the Mediterranean Sea for several decades, until they finally founded the city of Rome in honor of their journey, known as the Odyssey. The Romans discovered that wolves were actually quite able to see the color yellow, and trained them to bark at the direction where the lodestar was. This is why Romans are associated with wolves, and also how they ultimately managed to defeat the Greeks in warfare, because they could tell the position of Venus without having to turn their soldiers into little pussy-ass bitches who cry. Since classical times, an ability to perceive yellow naturally without having to cry has spread through the world's population, but references to the original meaning of Venus still exist in popular culture, such as with the well-known and notably delicious Venus bar, pictured here next to a Mars bar, which was originally invented by the Romans as a manlier alternative. Weirdly enough, the Venus bar was only invented in 1889, so it's strange to think that the Romans created an alternative to it so many centuries before that. Scientists theorize that this is because our ability to see yellow has replaced our ability to see into the future, which the Romans used to have, although this is widely dismissed as being an extremely absurd theory. Thank you for being with us today and learning something about the world that is very much true and accurate.